India has made history with its best ever performance at the 2024 Paris Paralympics. India has won as many as 29 medals, including 7 gold, 9 silver and 13 bronze medals. We are now being joined by Mr. Suhas Yathiraj. He is a 2-time Paralympic silver medalist in badminton men's single SL4 category. Suhas, thank you so much for joining us on NewsX. You are, just for our viewers' information, also an IAS officer and a double Paralympic silver medalist as well. I mean, you are, in a way, the dream of many Indian parents, who want their children to also do well academically, but also excel in sports and have other extracurriculars going on in their lives as well. So, आज जी सबसे पहले तो आपसे ये जानना चाहेंगे कि इस बार फिर सिल्वर मेडल आप लाए हैं देश के लिए, कैसा लग रहा है?
मैम, सबसे पहले तो मैं आपका धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं कि आपने शो में हमें निमंत्रण दिया। बहुत अच्छा लगता है कि जब आप देश के लिए खेलने जाते हैं, सबसे पहले तो पैरालंपिक्स के लिए या ओलंपिक्स के लिए क्वालिफाई होना ही बहुत बड़ी बात होती है। उसके लिए बहुत मेहनत करनी होती है, क्योंकि हर स्पोर्ट में 1, 2, 3 ही स्लॉट होती है पूरे देश के लिए पैरालंपिक्स में प्रतिनिधित्व करने के लिए। So firstly, that itself was a great honor and privilege that I got to represent the tricolor, and after that, winning back-to-back medals, first in Tokyo and then silver in Paris, it's a dream come true. Ideally, I would have liked to win gold, but then in the hindsight, I would settle for silver. जब तिरंगा पेरिस में ऊपर जा रही थी, तो वो ऐसे पल था कि सिमिलर ऐसे ही मुझे टोक्यो में महसूस हुआ था और पेरिस में भी ऐसे महसूस हुआ। कुछ पल ऐसे होता है कि जो आप जिंदगी भर के लिए संजो के रखते हैं, दिल की एक कोने में हमेशा ही रहता है। वो ऐसे पल था जब हमारे कुछ कार्यों से पूरे देशवासियों को एक पल के लिए सही कुछ खुशी और कुछ गर्व महसूस कराने का मुझे मौका था। आई फील एक्सट्रीमली हैप्पी एंड प्रिविलेज्ड। मैं ईश्वर को और सबको धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ।
Suhas, what was that moment like when you realized that you've yet again won a medal? I'm sure when you were playing in Paris, I'm sure you remembered Tokyo very dearly. But once again, when that realization hit you, what really happened? Who were the people around you? If you can just explain a little bit about that moment.
Ma'am, what happens is in Paralympics, every match was a knockout match. So if you lose one match, it's tata bye bye to Paralympics, and that's it.
Yes.
Your journey ends there. So there are a lot of pressure. I still remember in my second match when I was, I almost the other player had 3 game points, and I had to come back after every point and equalize. Then from there, winning the game and then winning the match, and still I remember in semi-finals when I was nearing my win, when I was at 29. I still remember the score. I came under so much pressure that I gave my opponent 3 points continuously, because I knew that if I'm going to even make 1 point, I'm going to be the finalist and my silver medal would be confirmed. So I just told the umpire that I just wanted to, wipe my face. I just want to wipe my sweat off. But honestly, it's just that I wanted to gather my thoughts. Don't think about the medal. Don't think about anything else in life. Just think about 1 point at a time. And then once that point happened, then all my emotions just poured through. I just had the realization that I'm going to be a Paralympic medalist. It's one of the best feelings to have in one's life. There are peak moments in your life. I think if you take the journey of a person from birth to death, for any person, if you take top 10 moments in one's life, so I think this would definitely come up there in top 10 moments of anyone's life, because you don't get to play in Paralympics every day and you don't get to win especially. So yes, it's a very special moment for me.
Absolutely. At the same time, Mrs. Haas, what a lot of people are also interested in is understanding how is it that you've now balanced your life. It's not easy to be a sportsman, but at the same time, you've studied computer engineering. You're also, of course, a part of the Indian Administrative Services. How do you balance it all?
Ma'am, if you try to pursue excellence, it's never easy. You will have to put in hard work, and then you'll have to keep pegging at it. The real challenge is to choose a passion that you really enjoy doing. What you see at the end of the day after winning the medal, that's only the climax. The real movie or uh, the real story is when nobody is looking at you. You have to burn midnight oil, you have to get up early, and if you choose something that you love, then you can always perform well at it, and then you can also manage your time better. For example, you are doing journalism probably because you love it, then it doesn't really matter whether you put in 8 hours a day or 12 hours a day. If you don't like that, probably 6 hours a day would also be painful. So similarly, I chose civil services because I like to be amongst people, I like to be a public servant. So it doesn't really matter if I'm working for 10 hours or 12 hours. So similarly, I love my badminton, so it doesn't really matter if I'm practicing that 12 in the midnight or 5 a.m. early morning. If you really love something, you'll try to find time, and then the probability of success becomes that much more.
Absolutely. And what does your prep then look like? Because like I said, very interesting life that you're leading. So how do you prep, and how does that change as you get closer to the tournaments, be it Tokyo in 2020 or the Paris Paralympics this year?
Yes. For any sports person to excel, you need two things. One is fitness and the other one is skill. Fitness is a continuous process. It cannot be developed over 1 week or 1 month. You will have to be extremely strict with your diet and your fitness regimen. So it takes almost 6 months to 1 year, and it's a continuous process. Regarding skill, the more you practice, the better you will become. So there's nothing called perfection in skill development. So one may be the greatest sports person, but he or she will still have room for improvement. So that's how we have to continuously improve. So early mornings and then late nights were mainly dedicated for my sports activities, and during the daytime, afternoons, evenings, it's mainly for official work and meetings. But then if you love it, so if you love the day job, and if you love the early morning sessions, if you love the late night sessions, then it's all good, right? You are enjoying the process. As I said, if you enjoy the process, life is a journey. It's not one destination wherein you reach. If you have to take one step at a time, and if that step that you are taking, even though you are putting a lot of effort, but if you are enjoying, then it is the probability of success becomes that much higher.
And at the same time, what would you say is then your biggest takeaway from the Paris Paralympics 2024?
Lot of lessons learned. As I did not win gold medal, so I am a silver medalist. So the lesson in life is you don't always get what you want. So you have to accept. But then when I look at it, silver medal in a Paralympic is also a dream come true for most of the athletes, because when I was returning from Paris to India, many of the athletes who could not win medals, they were so depressed, and when I spoke to them, then it made me realize, it made me value my medal that much more. So I think life and sports is like that. They're great levelers. You learn to accept failures and success. You learn to take it in your stride, and you just learn to move ahead in life. Every day is a new day. Like in sports, the game starts with 0-0. So whatever you have done previously, it doesn't really matter. How you do on that day, it matters. That's how life is. Through you, I would like to say to youngsters that you might not have done anything previously, but then, just like sports, it starts 0-0. Start today and try to make it big. Who knows what destiny is in store for you.
And at the same time, Mr. Yathiraj, how are you now prepping up for the next set of games? I know I'm sure it would have been really tiring for you already, of course, with a lot of prep. But like you said, you absolutely love it. I'm sure that your eyes are now are be set in terms of prep for LA 2028.
I know right now I am not really looking at any specific tournament or any specific games in particular. I just want to enjoy the present moment. I just want to take things as they come. So concentrating more on, as you see, my dress is more of an official dress. So concentrating on administration right now. I just want to, feel happiness. And in fact, let me tell you, growing up in school, college, I never thought I'll become a computer engineer from NIT, or IAS officer, collector, or Paralympic medalist. So God and destiny have been very kind. So I just want to take some time to actually be humble and express my gratitude to destiny, God, and all the family members, friends, seniors, whoever has helped me. So I just want to soak in these moments right now.
And Mr. Yathiraj, before we let you go, what would be your message to all the young Indians who are watching and who are also aspiring to someday be in the same position as you?
I would reiterate what the famous movie Rocky, that when father says to son, life is not all full of roses. Life will hit you hard and you will fall down. So it does not really matter how many times you fall down. What matters is whenever you fall down, how you get up and you punch back. So try and punch back as much as possible. Keep moving forward with all the positivity, because you cannot wait for ideal circumstances to present itself to you. You will have to make the most of whatever the nature or destiny gives you. So if you are courageous enough, if you put your heart and soul, then it's more likely than not that destiny will be kind to you. So I wish all the best to everyone.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.